Uganda has a tremendous opportunity to become a key supplier of critical materials for the global energy transition. With its potential rich deposits of copper, cobalt, graphite, uranium, lithium, nickel, and rare earth, along with its growing capabilities in electrical manufacturing, Uganda is well positioned to lead in this space.
And as Uganda concludes its National Development Plan 3, there are a couple of focus areas that have been highlighted that will be able to drive the growth of the country. We are aligned with the plans of the state, we are aligned with the plans of the government, and private sector will be able to be supported to make sure that they can be hand in glove with the government to be able to drive these priorities forward.
I can predict if we did this within the next 10 years, the mineral sector's contribution to our GDP will definitely be in the region of 10% and above. By focusing on investment, exploration, processing and strategic partnership, Uganda can secure its role as a critical player in the future of green technology.
How is it possible that we hold most of the minerals in our countries, but we are still poor? There is a need for governance, need for making sure that the laws are regulated, and then we make sure that all our activities take into consideration.
The International Energy Agency predicts that the demand for minerals used in clean energy technologies could increase by 4 to 6 times by 2040. This trend presents an unprecedented opportunity for economic transformation, particularly for resource-rich nations and communities.
The ministry continues to put in place the required regulations to operationalize the Mining and Minerals Act.
Any laws that are aimed at facilitating the business community should be given number one priority and should be expeditiously handled.
So we have to work as East Africa, we have to work as Africa, we have to help one another on technology, we have to push value addition. In the international conferences beyond Africa, we must speak as one.
We are ready to support the legal regime proposed by government to ensure that this sector is highly protected, but also we enable it to run smoothly. In the next financial year, our focus is going to be on the mining sector.
We do need to know what our needs as a country are. That's the starting point.
The products we are talking about will need to meet the standards and be certified.
If Uganda is going to really take advantage of it, it's going to have no choice but to become a regional integration player.
We want to be part of the process to minimize the risk by having important discussions and conversations.
There are the BOT arrangements whereby the private sector will come and build, operate and then transfer. But by building that facility, whatever the mining project which is in the area gets accessible.
We also need to have the conversations on the development of minerals, because indeed they are the ones that have the capacity to put money in the pockets of the African citizens.
Today, as we continue our journey, we want to delve deeper into the critical topics that shape the future of Uganda's mineral sector and its impact on the global market and the mining industry as it stands.
So we want to know and want your discussion to shed light on how we can leverage partnerships to ensure that we achieve the goals that we seek within the mining sector.
There is lack of knowledge and understanding the actual sector and how it operates. As we know, Uganda being strategically positioned to become a hub with the government's law and policy to go into value addition.
At some point, if you have no information about the potential, about what you have, it's very difficult to make a decision.
Many or most of this ASM artisanal, they don't know or they think it's very difficult to access to explosive.
Once you get the coil, it's very easy to deal with. Once we do that, we can sell this iron ore. So there's the end value of it.
I'd like to congratulate Uganda on her admission to the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative and encourage the government to continue its implementation of the ethos of this initiative and to run a transparent and conflict-free sector. The Union will provide an additional grant of 3.3 million euros or 14 billion Ugandan shillings aimed at collecting high-quality data on Uganda's promising prospects with regard to critical and other minerals.
As it is widely known, Uganda and Tanzania have been collaborating effectively in mining conferences and government relations, thereby raising awareness and interest in East African mining opportunities. The amount of money transacted in the mineral trading and buying centers amounted to 1.7 trillion Tanzanian shillings, which is the equivalent to 600 million USD. And this progress is driven by the government's effort to establish mineral markets and improve efficiency in monitoring and tax collection. Tanzania's strategy for value addition in critical minerals focuses on local processing, legal reforms, foreign investment, capacity building, and environmental sustainability, with a special emphasis on minerals critical to the global energy transition.
I would like to utilize this opportunity to re-echo the need for investment in Uganda's mining sector. And this is an encouragement both to the domestic and international investors to explore the opportunities that we have here within, in seeing that exploration, extraction, and value addition move hand in hand for proper beneficiation from our minerals. How best can we see that the publicity of the mineral sector actually gets to attract more citizens to get interested in the business, but also to guarantee the investors that coming to Uganda and be part of the mineral sector is a safe, guaranteed avenue and also a business that we look forward to supporting you as government.
Companies are still beset with the capital issue when it comes to greenfield exploration. Government to take some concerted efforts to make sure that at least they could look at the possibility of the revenues that are being accrued from the mine.
For us as banks, we have different options that we can come up, what we call working capital, which I believe would help if you're already an established refinery already into the mining business.
The need for government coming in with other private entities through the PPPs to have discussions.
We need to license people we know. Where are they? Who are they? You couldn't just license somebody you don't know.
Without license, you have no bargaining power. The people who come to mine our stones, they just almost, because you are illegal.
Beyond the technicalities, another action would be around the exposure to these solutions. How do we get the colleagues from Rwanda, for instance, to go to Tororo?
So when you talk about artisans, as Planet God Uganda, I'm happy that we still have some hope they can do better.
We are trying to adopt some of the technologies which are coming from outside, and it's very good because our fellows started early, and we really need to embrace what they are doing because it is making a very good impact in the environment.
We can work together. No one can work in isolation. No one can work as an independent body, and most especially for environment. Environment is inclusive.
We believe that even if the government does not want to invest in private sector, they can put that money in the national mining company so that we can do as more exploration as possible and quantification of our mineral resources.
I plead to convey my special congratulations to the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, on his bold and strategic decision to ban the exportation of raw minerals from Uganda.
We have tried to organize the artisanal miners. We have worked with the artisanal miners. We have advised them to form associations. We have issued licenses. We've advised them to have geoscientists in their teams to guide them.
I would like to thank the Chamber of Mines and Petroleum and the key sponsors of this year's Mineral Wealth Conference for this effort. Positioning women for equitable access to mining, the gains and the reality of gold business, the role of technology in driving mineral value addition, among others. In promoting the sustainable exploitation and exploitation of this enormous mineral wealth, the government of Uganda has enacted the requisite policy, legal and regulatory framework for efficient governance and development of the subsector. I therefore take this honor to declare the Mineral Wealth Conference of 2024 officially closed.